So as we've been learning about all these triad shapes on the first three strings, um, it's really important to see how they fit into the major scale, the harmony of the major scale. Because all the triads we've been learning have been from the C major scale. So let's take a quick look at that. So a major scale is just a pattern of intervals. So if you start on a note and you call that note the root, and then you follow this interval pattern, you go whole step, half step, whole, 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 half, you will get a major scale. An easier way to think about it, at least for me, is to think, oh, a major scale, it's all whole steps except between the third and the fourth notes and the seventh back to the root. So for example, in C major scale, you've got the root C, you go up to D, and that's a whole step. D to E, whole step. E to F, there's the half step, and then here's the other half step down here. So when you look at this on guitar, it becomes a lot easier to see. Let me show you. So if we start here on the note C, that's our root, and you can see here on the 5th fret of the 3rd string, and we go to D, you're going to notice it goes up a whole step because it skips a fret. So C to D, whole step, D to E, it's going to be another whole step, and then E to F, that's going to be our half step from the 3rd note to the 4th note, and then F to G, whole step, and then since we're out of space, we're going to go down here, G to A to B, also a whole step, and then here's the 7th note back to the root. That will be our half step, so B goes to C right there. And so why this is important, what we can do is we can start putting notes on top of each other to create chords. So the way we do that is we stack the notes in thirds. So all that means is on top of C, we're going to skip D and go to E. So the 1, 2, 3, and we're going to put E on top of this note C right here. So we're going to go down here. Now you can see C and E right there. And then from E to G, 1, 2, 3, another third, we're going to put the note E on top, the note G on top of C and E. And that's going to be on the 3rd fret right here. And then, voila, look at that. We've got our C major triad shape in root position right there. Nice. So what we can do is we can label this. Let's see if this works here. Yes. So the first degree of the scale is a major chord. So we're going to give it a capital Roman numeral. And because this is the root, this gets a 1 right there. I want that to be on the bottom, but cool. Now let's do the same thing. So on top of D, we're going to stack thirds. So we're going to stack F and then A on top. So F is going to be right here and A is going to be there. So this is 6 and then 5. Boom. And then we've got our minor triad. So the second chord of a major scale is always going to be minor. Let's do the third one. So now we're going to put G and B on top of here. And it's going to be the same shape, E, G, B. So that's going to be 9, 8, 7 for the fret numbers. And notice you get the same shape as D. So we're going to label that as a minor chord by doing lowercase Roman numeral. And we might as well rename, we'll rename it at the end, and I'll show you why. Okay, so on F, we're going to put A and C on top of that. So 10, 10, and then 8. Notice we've got our major shape right here. And then G is also going to be a major shape. 12, 10. A, C, E. And then B, D, F. So notice this one looks different, right? So this is going to be our diminished shape right here. All right, let's go fill in these chords real quick. So the 6th chord is minor. The 7th chord is diminished. That's what that little circle means. The chord built on F is major, so that's a major 4. And then here's a major 5 chord, like that. So here's our scale of chords: C major, D minor, E minor, F major, G major, A minor, B diminished. So these are all the chords that occur naturally in the key of C major. So now let's put the actual chord symbols on here. And then we're going to do the chords. There we go. And I like this because it automatically does the chord diagram. Pretty cool. So there's D minor, E minor, F, G, A minor, and B diminished. Boom. So now we've got our chord scale in C major, and so all of these chord shapes are in root position. So, but this is really important to know. The important thing to know is that in every major scale, the chord built on the 1st degree of the scale is major. The 4th and 5th are also major. 2 and 3 and 6 will always be minor, and the 7th will always be diminished. So those are the naturally occurring chords from a major scale. The fancy word for this is diatonic. These are all the chords that are diatonic to the key of C major because they all use the notes of C major.